Okay, this is a message for Twin Flames. This is the download that I'm getting around the 144 numbers. So it's quite big, this energy of 144. So when you start seeing it, it's got a strong message attached to it. So it's really important to stay grounded to receive this information. And so this is a highly developed spiritual mission. It's your wake-up call code. It's kind of like the civil defence alarm bell has gone off and you need to start preparing for things to, in the same way that you'd prepare for a cyclone or a tornado or a hurricane or an earthquake. It's about getting that sense of readiness. You have been identified as core crew, and this is your code call to align into the network, a spiritual network community grid. We're going in on a big mission. This is where it starts getting, potentially chaotic, and things could start spiraling as the poles kind of shift and as the balance is restored, and this whole light and dark and fear is still playing out within this realm. And so it's a huge leap, and you're getting called up to service in a big way. You're part of the 144,000 group that are the first waivers that are going into pretty much into the front line now, as things are going to start to dismantle and dissolve, relating to the fear-based 3D programming, survival mechanisms. Everything is being chucked out. This timeline is dissolving away. It's being destroyed, and we are in amidst that change where, as we know, things must die and fall away in order to create space to bring in the new. And so as the front wavers, we're asked at this point now to release our ties or any obligations to participate in the third dimension, and to really lift up out of that energy, because you need to keep your vibration high. And it's all about just practicing what you've been taught. It's coming into a state of readiness. It's preparation. Now the other part of this is the little carrot that comes with it for Twin Flames. Specifically, your specific mission is about love. It's a spiritual mission, but it's based in love. And so your job is to step up and get in and become part of this revolution of change, and all that you're needing to do within your role that you need to step up on, that you've been in preparation for. It's now time. You had your kind of training, and now it's time to get out there as a trainee and have your first experience of what it's like on the job, sort of thing. As if you like the ambulance drivers or any nurses or anything that have trained, we are kind of like the spiritual version of that. So what we're dealing with are people's emotions and their spiritual process, and helping through, guide them through energy and vibration, and remembering to check in with our own vibration, remembering to check in with the grids. By this point, if you're seeing the 144s, you would have developed a very strong psychic capabilities, a very strong intuition, very compassionate ability to have sympathy and empathy for others, yet maintaining boundaries at the same time. More of a balanced masculine-feminine approach is required here, which is kind of the ambulance drivers and the fire department and the police, those emergency services, they're all very masculine-based. And so this is more of a feminine emergency service, so to speak, as well. And that doesn't mean that means men or women. It's not about the gender, remembering it's about the energy shifts which are happening within both male and female bodies, as we all are part of this shift and change together, and all equally just moving out of the wounded masculine, the wounded feminine on either of the genders that plays up in the various male-female roles, and likewise the wounded feminine within both of the genders. So basically we're healing up all of that as well. And we always know that when we step up to the next level and we face the fears and we become strong and we fulfill our spiritual and emotional role as part of the evolution of humanity. And we always get a gift at the end of it, and it's usually something beautiful with our twin flame. And I feel that this preparation, as you step into full service in your role and this divine mission, guided by on high from spirit, that you will get closer to your twin in this process as well, because this is part of a joint mission and it's all about love. And as we release more fear on the planet and we deal with the effects of that, we come more into love and trust, and more people are going to be a lot more comfortable about reaching that place where you're going to be doing joint mission work with your twin from now onwards. Whether that means a romantic relationship, it's up to each twin flame to decide how they interact together. They'll be working on different energies at different times, so it's not always a requirement that twin flames are romantic together. And I know that'll be a huge relief for a lot of people, because we're not quite up to that part yet. There's a lot of healing around that as well, to clearing that romantic template. So right now we've been working on codependency, boundaries, self-empowerment, self-love. That's been a huge collective mission that a large number of twin flames and light workers have been on, and now we're kind of going into second gear, I guess, although I'd say that's the sacral chakra, but maybe that's not exactly how it works. I'm getting a lot around the throat and the heart, so a lot around communication. As I'm saying that, my throat's acting up, so definitely around communication, being in the heart chakra with your twin, no matter what you're doing and no matter what your relationship, basically. So yeah, I think that's all I'm getting right now for the 144s, but pretty much it's kind of like the local fire siren's gone off. Pretty much that's what I'm getting as the analogy for, it's calling up all the volunteers that are part of this service, that are part of this brigade, the Lightworkers Brigade. It's a call out from all of the, on high, from the angelic teams, the galactic federations, the star councils, and our various masters and spirit guides. It's part of a bigger plan that we're all working on together and bridging, and we know that we're part of that bridge. So this is the first part of building that bridge. You might even start to see those kind of Minecraft little blocks coming into view, and remembering a big part of this too is about manifestation, and remembering that you are such a powerful manifester at this point, and to not be afraid to have limits on what you can achieve. Just visualize what you want, and you'll see that abundance is beginning to flow more in our direction at this point as well, because we need resources to continue our mission. And we're now going to be lifting out of some of the poverty consciousness that's been around the imbalance of the energies, and now things are going to start to flow more in our direction, so we can become more resourced as a collective, as a group within the self, stepping into empowerment and just really walking that gridded path, creating the new templates. Remember, putting energies into so we're stepping out of 3D. We're not participating in 3D activities on Earth. We're creating our new fifth dimensional, new paradigm, beautiful energy planet through the way that we communicate, interact, vibrate, harmonize with those that are also on the path, that are here, stepping in and joining up together as a massive group of beautiful light workers. So, and as I said that, the screen kind of lit up for some reason. And, there are several of us that are part of this transmission service that will broadcast the messages out, transmitter towers of energy and light and love to those that are needing to hear it, and so on. And you will all transmit within your communities. We all have a job to play here. So don't be afraid, don't be shy. Even if you can do something and you're still getting through things, thereby you're judging yourself, just step out of that judgment and just step into the light. And that's one of the major blocks that we're also clearing at this point, is the shame and the judgment, which is all over everything. And we just need to stamp that out that's also part of our job, cleaning up these lower vibrational energies that have just been, running rampant, and we're stamping them out. This is our version of a vaccine. If you want to have that debate, I know many people are on that debate, and it's very wise to be concerned about those types of things, puncturing human skin with needles and putting that into children. I mean, something about that to me just says that's not right. And so I just know that you can feel that in your heart, and that's the masculine part of me that comes out to protect and serve. So, okay, I am going to leave this big message there, and maybe I can even get it on the 10:44 almost. No, I think I'm going to go over that, but that's fine. It'll maybe be 11:44 that I'll stop this video. And so I hope you're enjoying this message and you've received it through your heart chakras. And I'm sending you out lots of love and light, and stick together. And if you need any more support, please get in touch with me, and I'll leave my information below. And yeah, I hope to hear from you soon. Okay, everyone. Bye for now.